Hi everyone, long time no video, especially for Love Life Scouting in particular. It's been a while and I really hope everyone has been well despite the circumstances. I will be using this text-to-speech reader to narrate, so if you don't care to listen but still want to watch scouting, please mute the video and bump your favorite tunes instead. For some irrelevant background on what I've been up to, I won't lie and say I haven't enjoyed the norm of sequestering at home due to being a complete and lazy homebody, but I think to some degree a lot of us needed the major energy reset. I still did my two big touring events in 2020, T1 cycling seasons, Fresh Skies in Bandori for Afterglow and T1 ice skating youth in SIFAS for Maki and You. And I even rediscovered my love of writing as a hobby and did a lot of that. I actually uploaded a 2020 Maki and You birthday scouting video but had no idea it was blocked for 2 years for having 30 seconds of the BokuHika and Next sparkling instrumentals in it. So, that's great. Thanks for totally notifying me about that, YouTube. Anyways, after my SIFAS event in September 2020, the rest of the year ended quietly and I actually stopped playing all MOBA around the beginning of 2021. All three servers of SIFAS, Bandori, and Switar Rira cold turkey. I had achieved my goals and by that point my MOBA habits were incredibly draining on my time and funds. I still thoroughly enjoyed the franchises, watching the Nichigaku and Superstar anime and lives and finding a number 2 band in Morphonica. I actually pulled for the 2021 Maki and You SIF birthday URs with resources I had on hand and got both in each server. Then in the summer my cosplay dance cover group did a distance cover of Kimeta Yo hand in hand, and I even got more opportunities to cosplay Maki and You as things started to open up and conventions were held. Things were looking up and 2022 came quickly enough. Unfortunately by the spring a combo of 3 things happened that would eventually spell my downfall. First, SIF ID was being removed, so I was worried about whether or not my accounts were backed up somehow. I am still rocking an iPhone 6s on iOS 13 and have been dropping it an increasing number of times as of late, so the fear of losing my accounts forever was real. Second, my husband, yes, I got married at the start of 2021, got a new phone and started playing a few MOBA himself. Watching him definitely made me miss playing my own. And third, the middle of April means Maki and You's birthdays. When I logged into my SIF accounts to check whether or not they were properly linked to Game Center, I saw I was sitting on over 1,000 gems on each account. Surely with the 100 card boxes I was guaranteed a copy of each 2022 birthday UR and could have a satisfactory ending, right? Well, my luck being my luck meant that for some horrible reason, the non-paid gem boxes contained all past birthday URs with no rate up on the 2022 one. So my plan was to use exactly half of my resources for each girl unless I got her 2022 UR before then, in which case I would naturally switch over. As always, I start with JP. Time to see what's in the box. OAUR, I wonder which. That's okay. We're only just starting. We reset and keep going. Okay, we basically cleared the box, but maybe, never mind. I guess I'll do the last pull anyways. OMG AUR. Damn it. Well, fair is fair, so after 550 gems I had to switch to Yo's box. Alright, you are. Yes, let's effing go. That is what I am talking about. This card is so gorgeous I can't stop looking at it. Okay, since Yo has been kind to us, we can do 8 more pulls for Maki and JP, nearly 1 more guaranteed. You are. Wow, okay, I see how it is. At this point I knew there were tons of new songs I hadn't cleared for gems yet, so I was confident I would be able to get the last UR out of the box for a final chance, but for now we had to switch to worldwide. I had 1 extra pull gem-wise, so we'll see if it makes a difference. Same thing, switch to Yo at the halfway point regardless of what I got. finally getting our first Maki UR and... Of course it is a dupe. Sigh. Reset end. OMG please Maki please. Come on. I know statistically the odds are against me, but 5 Makis thus far and not a single 2022 one? Rigged. Well, per the rules it's yo time and holy crow, you are first pull. Sadly it is a dupe, don't be fooled by the new label, I just never take URs out of my present box, but we are off to a strong start. Another dupe. That's okay, we go next. Oh? A chance? And a winner is Yo. Yes. I am feeling God in this Chili's tonight and her name is Yo. This means I get 3 extra pulls to bring Maki home. Fingers crossed for a Kiseki to Yo. Okay, honestly I expected that. So to recap, I spent 600 gems for 4 Yo URs and 2 were the 2022 ones. Meanwhile I spent 1650 gems for 5 Maki URs and no 2022 ones. I know there's only a 20% chance of getting Maki whereas Yo has a 25% chance, but man, that 5% really makes a difference, I guess. As promised, fast forward a little and I grind 21 gems to hopefully get the last UR out of Maki's box. Prayer circle please. Okay, at least it wasn't the very last card, but a dupe is a dupe. So, this is where things started to get out of hand. You see how I have 200 more gems? No, I did not cave and spend any money. I am very proud of that fact. What I am less proud of is being lured into a false sense of confidence by the 9th anniversary campaign giving out a free 99 gems on each server and all the new songs and bond stories I could complete. What I didn't fully comprehend was just how long this manual grind would take, but by the time I realized that, I was absolutely in way too deep. I did the majority of the grind on worldwide because I would have been truly happy if I got at least one copy of Maki and it was on my worldwide account. I spent literal hours grinding master songs for full combo gems. I think by the end there were only maybe 5 total songs available at the time. I didn't manage to FC, grinding songs that were close to the 60 clear count for an extra gem here and there, hunting down any missing end girls for bond gems, and literally idolizing and max bonding almost every card I could with the time I had left. That meant retrieving the hundreds of cards I let pile up from event rewards and scouting in my present box over the years, organizing which I could idolize by dupes and which I had to use stickers on. I prioritized the cards I had already bonded halfway because unfortunately the increased bond campaign had passed, so I was actually very limited by time. Once I had exhausted pretty much everything humanly possible on worldwide, I did whatever I could on JP, then had to call it quits when time ran out. But hey, I still got URs, right? Just not the right effing one. 900 gems and 15 green tickets got me 3 more non-2022 URs. 700 of those gems I grind manually. How long did it take? Let me show you. I actually played as in back-to-back non-stop master slide songs like Koi Aqua and Yum no Tobira, which were the best cross-section of length and bond efficiency available at the time for nearly 20 hours over a roughly 40-hour period. It was like pulling teeth since you get only 1 to 2 gems at a time for the most part. That's a lot of teeth. I think I did my final round of scouting around 10 AM and Maki's birthday box was removed at 11 AM, so it really went down to the wire. I got very little sleep and felt like absolute shit. Naturally, right afterward I crashed hard. Luckily I am still working from home, so I was able to do this with little consequence, but boy was it a crappy experience, especially since I did not get a single 2022 Maki UR after all those hours. 2,550 gems and 8 URs. Feels bad, man. Turns out I have just as bad impulse control now as I did in the past, even if money isn't involved, and given the opportunity will do something as monumentally stupid as this for the chance at a waifu JPEG I don't even physically own. But as disappointing as an ending as this is, I have decided to truly make it the end of my SIF journey. I drained all my resources and had a last hurrah. I won't lie, it was really fun playing the game again, but once I realized how long I had been going and how much longer I had to keep going for, it was pretty depressing. I have had tons of good and bad memories with SIF since 2016, but for my sake need to move on. It might be hypocritical, but as it's Bandori's 4th anniversary and some special things were happening, I started playing again. But ever since Morphonica was announced, I had low-key wanted to one day T1 an event for them, so I expected to return at some point. And I similarly had drained all my remaining free-to-play SIFAS stars in the Yokoso Fest banner, but after 22 pulls I successfully got both of them. Also, out of 15 URs pulled, not a single one was Maki. Perhaps that was the ill omen of what was to come from her SIF birthday box. But despite playing 3 other MOBA, nothing drove me as crazy as gacha in SIF did. Maybe because it was my first and biggest love. I did my fair share of shameless whaling in Bandori and SIFAS, just for kicks and in prep of tiering, but my obsession with collecting Maki and You cards in SIF was by far the worst. If I have to cut something out, the logical choice is SIF, especially since I was spread over 3 servers like a bloody moron. So this is how I am going out, with a bit of a bang but mostly a whimper. I still love rhythm games and will be only playing Bandori semi-regularly now, but SIF will always have a special place in my heart. And I'm still very much into the franchise, but it's time to say farewell to SIF. Thank you for some truly wild times, and happy belated birthday to Maki and You. They are and will remain my 2 best girls.